Hey, this is Rich over at TVP Live with yet just another quick tips tutorial brought to you by Adobe Photoshop Elements Independent Tutorials Group, and let's jump right in. This poster asked on one of the other boards how to recreate this cool guitar drawing with the neck being the title of a poem and the rest of the body of the guitar being the actual words of the poem. So what I did was to help people out was to take out the words and recreate just the graphics part of the photo, and I came up with this basically, and it's a template that anyone can ask for, and I'll just be glad to send you a link to it. It's a free template. Anyway, it comes with several layers. One is the head here of the neck. The next is the strings section, that's layer 4, and then there's a see-through, semi-see-through, transparent layer of the body of the guitar. And I set that purposely here at 25%. And the reason it's transparent is because you're going to use that as a template for your words. After doing careful counting, I found out that depending on the size of the print and stuff, it's going to change how many letters will actually fit into this body. I came up with 100 words. So I went online and searched for a 100-word poem. Came up with one here that's called Life is So Fine. And let's start with the title here, Life is So Fine. I'm going to copy that, come back to my guitar, and I'm going to paste that right in here. Find a nice font. And I think there's a good one, Alex Brush. Looks pretty cool. So let's go ahead and just use that. And we'll just get that to fit right in here. Life is so fine. Fit these right in there. Gonna have to lift this a little bit right around there. So there we go with the title. Now let's go ahead and work on the letters. And I'm going to copy the letters of the poem. It's 100 words for mine. I'm going to copy. I'm going to go back to the graphic. Right click, click here, and size that at 50. And that's going to be pretty close. We might have to tweak it just a little bit, but let's give that a try. Now what I'm going to do is simply flush with the bottom edge of the guitar on the left, which is right over here. I can hold Shift, and that'll keep it straight left and right, and bring it all the way up to the top layer here. And what I want to do is make sure that it gives me enough space to do the first layer up here and the second layer down over here. I'll go back to the first letter. I'm going to hit spacebar until I fit it where I want it, right around there. I'll put the space cursor right over here between to and the. Oh, actually, that's on the next line. So I'm just going to hit Enter to take that down to the next line and bring that in visually until it matches the. And we're basically trying to match the template we have behind it, the grayed out template. I'm going to bring this over to here, and it's pretty much self-explanatory. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit off because we can fix that later. Go down to the third one. Okay, so the trick here to get these letters to squeeze down, because we want less spacing in between the letters, and of course Photoshop Elements does not allow us to do that. There is no tool for each line separately down here. So what we want to do is go into to Preferences, Edit, Preferences, Type, and right here on Type, click on the Show Asian Options. Hit OK, and now when I click on these, a new option shows up, and this is called Asian Text. And basically what that does is it squeezes it down in percentages. Right now these are set to 100%, so I'm going to take this first line and I just want to bring it down just a tiny bit. So I go down here to Asian Text Options, and let's bring it down to bring it down by 40%, and that looks good. That's exactly what we wanted. Now, and what's nice is that it'll only adjust what you highlight. So like for instance, this first part here I like. But this one I can bring back. I'll just hit the backspace and fix that problem. But here we want this a tiny bit smaller. So I'm going to highlight that and bring it back by 10%. And that automatically brought this one back to exactly what we wanted. Actually, we can bring back that 10% too. 10%, that's perfect. Now this whole line, and finally the very last line, we'll pull that one back by 50%. Okay, so now that we got the words pretty darn close to following the template, we can go back here, unlock the template, turn off the background template, and there we have our guitar. And just to give the nice look of older sense here, I'm going to even copy the background color. And there we go. We got ourselves a nice guitar looking poem. Everything's wrapped around itself. And there you go. That's how it took a little while to do this, but we got it done. There you go. Good luck, and we'll see you in the next tutorial. This is Rich calling it quits, and over and out.